What's up, everybody? It is Passion Monet, and welcome to Withering Blooms with Passion Monet podcast, episode 2. What's up, y'all? Welcome. Withering Blooms with Passion Monet podcast. And as you all know, it's not your average podcast. We get on here, we talk about life, we talk about things that need to be talked about, y'all. Women's topics, popular topics, unpopular topics. So yeah, today I totally had the intention of getting on here and speaking about the things I wanted to stop doing in 2024, right? I totally had that as the topic of this episode today. But yesterday night, I got the news that my aunt had passed. Just totally unexpected. She passed away yesterday morning. But I didn't get the news until yesterday night that she had passed away. And it kind of just changed the course of what I wanted to speak about today. So thinking about her death, it just made me think about the power of forgiveness. I know with my aunt, she may have had issues or confrontations or what have you with other family members, and it made me think about what if they were able to just forgive each other, and just squash those issues or those differences before she passed away. What if they were able to just forgive each other and speak about it as adults before it even got to that point to where she passed away? Because now you can't speak to her, now you can't say what you had to say and hear her out and hear her point of view of whatever the case may be, whatever the issue or the differences were. Now you only have memories, right? And hopefully those memories were good memories. So it made me think about the power of forgiveness, not just with her and my family members, but for everybody in my family, myself included, people I may have had differences with. It just makes you think about how short life is. And, tomorrow is not promised, So, yeah, it's just a lot of times we're caught up in just this pride thing of, I'm not going to be the first to apologize, or I'm not going to be the first to speak to that person because they said this or they did me wrong in this type of way. But life is short, y'all. One of y'all could die in the next minute, in the next hour, in the next day. So I feel like it's important to learn how to forgive, and I know that can be a hard thing for a lot of people, myself included. So I'm gonna say that's one thing I did want to work on this year, like learning how to forgive people, even when they don't give you closure, the closure that you needed. I feel like it not only helps you, it not only helps the situation, it helps you as well. Because now you don't have this in the back of your mind. Now you don't have these feelings or unconscious feelings that you may not even know that you're projecting. So, I just really want to hear y'all thoughts in the comments. Like, what are your views on forgiveness? Or is there somebody in your family or in your friends or your co-workers or just anybody that you're like I'm not forgiving them because I need this closure from them, or if you're letting your pride get in the way of being the first person to reach out, or those type of things, just let me know in the comments. Or if you have reached out to a person first, even though you feel like they are the person that's in the wrong, how did that conversation go? How did it go? What was the turnout? If you decided to forgive that person, did it improve anything on either side? That's the real conversation I want to have with you all today. Because it's really, I don't know, it was just so unexpected, And I feel like most of people's problems could be resolved if they just sit down and talk and be civilized about it. Just have a serious conversation. Listen to both sides, okay? And listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen to actually listen. Listen to comprehend their point of view, what they're saying, how they feel. So you listen to them and they listen to you comprehensively. Actively listening instead of just listening to respond or listening to have a rebuttal, or just let it be a productive conversation. Sometimes I know some issues may be, okay, they said this to me, people can give you advice and you could take it the wrong way, even though they were trying to be the person that gives you constructive criticism, or somebody didn't handle a situation in the way that you wanted it to be handled. So, it's different situations on different things, but I feel like a conversation can be had with people in a nice setting, a nice neutral setting, where you all are both listening to each other's point of view, and you may not agree at the end, but at least you've heard each other's point of view and can understand, okay, now I understand your point of view. Although I don't agree with it, at least I understand where you're coming from at this point in time. And now I understand why you feel this way, and you understand why I feel that way. I think that's the most important thing, y'all. And that's what I want to work on in 2024, is forgiving people. And just, I don't know, I feel like it helps your soul when you just forgive people. Don't let it get to you. Because a person could cut you off, right? A person could cut you off and not speak to you anymore, right? But they still have all those negative feelings, right? But if y'all have a conversation, get your point across, I get my point across, those feelings could be squashed. We don't have to talk anymore if you don't want to talk anymore, but at least each other's sides are heard. There's no closure to be needed because we already had that conversation. So now you understand me, I understand you, and whatever solution we have in the middle, we have it. But I feel like that's one of the major things I want to work on this year, as well as feeling like you have to shut down your emotions because you don't want to offend somebody as they're expressing their emotions about the same thing. So I think that's very important as well. Make sure you get your emotions out there. Let your emotions be heard. Your emotions be heard. Your side be heard as well. A lot of times when people have those heart-to-hearts, they kind of feel like they don't want to stir the pot or make that other person angry by saying their point of view or how they feel. And for me, I don't want to hold any emotions in. I like to get stuff out on the table, and that's what I'm standing on in 2024. Standing on expressing my feelings, forgiveness, forgiving people, enjoying life, and remembering that tomorrow is not always promised. So when you do pass on, how do you want your legacy to be? How do you want people to remember you? You know, did you have good memories with people? Were you able to forgive people? Were you able to hear other people's sides or point of views and comprehensively understand it? You know, that's the major thing for me. And not worrying about what other people think. You know, a lot of times people let fear get in the way, you know, and that's not what I want to do in 2024. I don't want to let fear get in the way of how I feel and what I think and how I connect with people or speak to people or, you know, just go about life overall. So I really wanted to make this episode an episode where we reflect on ourselves and how we interact with others, how we solve confrontations or differences or differences of the mind, how you resolve that, how you work together to find a solution. So let's make 2024 better, y'all. Let's seize the day, because tomorrow is not promised, y'all. And remember, those things that were meant to make you wither and make you just less of who you are, you can bloom through those moments, y'all. You can grow through those moments, y'all. That's the whole point of Withering Blooms with Passion Monet podcast. We gonna grow. This is the year of growth. This is the year of healing. This is the year of seeking therapy when you need it, speaking when you need to, letting your feelings and emotions out there. I'll see you all next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.